Alright, folks. So today, a little different. I'm down here in Sally's shed, and I'll show you Sally in a minute. But I've been down here doing a little bit of, digging around because this whole place was built into a hillside during COVID. Yeah, it was a wild time. There's actually a YouTube video. I don't even know how to do that. Me setting this log back here that made the whole daggum thing. So, anywho's and ways, just kind of getting the stuff, having a day up here in the magical Foss River. And my neighbor, he done gave me a thing. I'll show you this thing. He gave me this. Now this is awesome. I ain't never seen one of these things. Okay? Now, I do a lot of like tinkering and fixing carburetors and other small stuff. Kind of a magician with small engines, carburetors, and what's its gadgets. But this thing gonna be great. Okay, we're gonna make a spot or something over there on that workbench. I'm gonna put this little bad boy up on there. We'll be able to, clamp shit, squish things, hold things, all the things. So, you know what? Tim is awesome. And I gave him the daily compliment. I told him, I said, hey, Tim, man, this is amazing. You brought this to me. Man, you are a great neighbor and a wonderful friend. I've known the guy for like 20-something years. And now he's my neighbor up here in the Foss River. So, he's family now. 20 years, good people, they become family. Don't forget that. Alright, so, moving on, folks. I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but I got to hit the anti-universe button, I think, maybe to make the camera go. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure all this crap out. But now there isn't an anti-universe button to make the camera flip. Anyway, we're just going to roll with it. So I'm going to give you a little tour around, it'll be interesting. We're going to see how this goes. Alright, so you ain't going to see me for a while. Ha! So there's Sally. Sally is a 1955 Case 310 loader. Now that bad mamma jamma's running on 3 out of 4 cylinders for some daggum reason. Anyway, whatever. My dad has 3 of these things up here. So, Sally's the one that put the log back there. Anyway, I have to zoom in or some shit. Whatever. But, another note. If y'all ain't got a hoard of gas cans, you need to get a good hoard of gas cans going on. Whether they're empty or full, it is the greatest fire hazard in the world. No, you should probably not do that. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, here patrolling around, you got the old workbench stuff built into the hillside. Like I said, I did all this during COVID. I built all the drawers and cabinets and whatnot. Oh yeah, man, I bought a drill press from a crackhead. It was brand freaking new. Only 30 years old. But, I'm pretty sure he stole it out of some grandma's garage or something. Anyway, it got put to good use because, a drill press is a mighty instrument of destruction and creation. Anyway, you got the old bench grinder and whatnot. And put that up there. Alright. So, now we're looking the other direction. Holy shit, how is this supposed to work? I am not sure. We're going to figure it out together, folks. So we got the Dragon. This here four-wheeler I got for free. Okay, got for free from a fabricator guy I used to deliver to out in Maple Valley. And I had to yank this thing out of the weeds and grass and whatnots. Did all the things. And it works. It barely works. I would not take it down a trail. But what I did do to it is I turned it into a utility quad. So, me and my neighbor, you know, I whipped up this old trailer hitch right here. And we welded this sumbitch on so I could use this daggum trailer right here. Now, this is a good old Agrifab. Anyway, this thing rocks. Whatever, scratch and dent on Amazon. And, yeah, man. Do all the yard work. Do all the stuff. Whatever. Yeah, this thing over here, man, that's my Jenny house. Woo, the sunlight, damn. You know, it looks like a doghouse because it hides a generator. There's no better way to hide something that's valuable than to put it into plain sight. Like, yeah, it looks like a doghouse. Anywho's and ways. I should probably, you know, there, no, it doesn't want to do it. Alright, here we go, moving around. There's the old driveway. There's a pallet over there. I use that pallet to launch fireworks off of in the snow. Anyway, that's not legal. Until they catch you. Or, no, it's the other way around. Shit, I'm dyslexic. So I got the old, you know, magic maker up there. It takes the craziness from the sun, turns it into electrons to charge old Sally's battery. You know, that's always great. And, you know, I mean, Old Glory up there, it's a good old 4x6 flag. Way too big for that stinking pole. Anyway, that's my little cabin I built about 7 or 8 years ago. Something like that. Yeah, tomorrow is 250. So, you know, things are going to be happening. Whatever. Moving right along. Yeah, me and my brother had some wood cutting going on. There's the wood. It's all nice alder. Oh yeah, there's some PBRs, baby. Nectar of the gods. Hell yeah, get her done. You know, my brother did most of the splitting. I did all the chainsawing. We took my dad's Komatsu D20P. We hauled the logs up here off the road. And this is what's left after stacking all that yin yang. Anyway, yeah, so built this little cabin. 10 by 14. You know, with a little loft up there. You can see the line. You know, that, yeah, anyway. Yep. It's good. But yeah, so, you know, we're just having a day here. Got some stuff. Anyway, oh yeah, don't comment on the damn deck, because that deck was temporary 5 years ago. And I got like $6 into it. Anyway, yeah. So, we're gonna do this thing now. Oh shit, I got it. Yeah, one more thing. Hold on. If you don't have a vise attached to a stump, you are not a real man. Because every real man, that's a redneck, hillbilly, whatever, you should have a vise mounted to a stump. Best way to do it, man. Because you're outdoors, you got to beat on shit, clamp shit, you know, I mean, whatever. Alright, so now we're going to go up the path. And go up to the big cabin, my grandpa's cabin. And, yeah, well, just, we'll continue on with the day. We're just going to run through it. All right, here we go. You ready? Ow. All right, so, stone steps, whatever. There's this little birdie here. This little birdie, maybe you can see him. He's all mad. That little birdie's mad at me. We didn't get very far because that little birdie has a nest up under the deck. Yes, that guy. Anywho's and ways, we're going to get out of his time. Yep, there he goes. Ooh, he's up there in a tree all mad. Sorry, Mr. Birdie. Or actually, Mrs. Birdie, because she's not pretty. Male bird's always pretty. Oh, she's just one of the little God's creatures. Being all happy and mad at the damn dumb humans. Alright, here we go, folks. We're going to go up the daggum path. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's the old Boom Boom room, The shitter, the outhouse, whatever. That will back up a little bit. We got a burn pile and fire pit and shit over yonder. We'll get into that another day. Doodly doos. Gotta do the doodly doos, so you don't do the doodly don'ts. Alright. Oh, I'm getting... I don't talk this much that often. Anywho's and ways. So, here's my grandpa's big cabin. My grandpa finished this thing in about 1962-ish. Yeah, every good redneck still has Christmas lights in July. Damn right, put them up, don't take them down, those don't work. Alright. So I've been up here doing a whole shitload of creek work. Because we had a monster, we actually had 2 monster floods last year. Hold on. Ah, there you are. Doodly doos. Holy shit. Anywho, some ways. So I had to do a whole bunch of creek work, so we got to build a retaining wall. So down there, we got to build a retaining wall. Because last year we had 2 floods, and they took out a shit ton of real estate. I got some temporary stuff down there for now. But this little creek, it will run 4.5 feet deep during flood season. It's no joke, man. It looks all nice and quaint right now, but holy hell, man, this thing will just punish you. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. A whole bunch of creek work. Oh, there I am. And, man, it's been brutal. I mean, you get down in there and you're bending and you're twisting and you're just doing all kinds of crazy shit, moving in ways you don't normally move. So, but, I had to take a couple breaks. I busted out my 4-wheel steer Capra. Oh, yeah. That bad boy right there. Yep. Had to get her out. Had to charge her up, take her out, do some rock crawling in the creek, because, man, that is an awesome, awesome course. Anyway, whatever. That's me being a, 12-year-old kid, 7-year-old kid, whatever. Man, we gotta have fun. Men are generally, we want to have fun. We want to do stupid shit. We want to light fireworks off. We want to beat shit with a hammer. Dumbass things. We're men. We're boys. That's what we're supposed to do. As long as we do it in a responsible and safe manner. Yeah, don't count me on that. Anyway, we're going to go that direction. We're going to go show you the famous Cooking Rock. My dad once upon a time said it might have been a dinosaur rag that burst in half. We're going to find out. Alright, so we're going to go up here yonder around the cabin. Doodly doos. So there is the Cooking Rock. That bad mama jamma cooks some of the best barbecue you could ever imagine. Simply because we use real wood. Real wood for real food makes just amazing stuff. Anyway, I got our stack of assorted lids because, you know, there's windy and there's a creek over there. But yeah, once upon a time, my dad or my grandpa found this cast iron ring. It probably came from the railroad when they were doing crazy shit up here in like the 30s, 20s. But then one day, my grandpa, he done take a hacksaw and he cut all the way through this damn thing. And him and my grandma used to use this as a dinner bell for my dad and his two sisters. I don't know which one, but one of them beat on it with something. And yeah, the old kids would come running out of the daggone bushes and it was dinner time. And one day, my dad was like, you know what? We're going to turn that rock into a daggone barbecue. And we've been barbecuing on that thing for 40 years. It's rather amazing. And you know, because you're cooking with wood, so you got to have a wood table. So you got, you know, all kinds of stuff. You got, you know, some alder, more alder, more alder, more alder, more alder. There's some maple mixed in there. You know, you got to know how to cook with wood, man. You split this stuff down. You do the things, and it takes years and years to learn how to cook with wood, but you need all this stuff, you know, all these little pieces. Spice up the fire when it starts getting low. But yeah. Whoa, there you are, you're back. Holy hell. Don't even know what happened. Oh my goodness, the sun, wow, was beating me in my face. But, you know, that's just kind of what I've been up to, working on the creek. Man, it's gonna be a sumbitch to build that wall. The retaining wall is gonna be about 26 feet. Oh, so, you know, August's coming. Man, if I get through that week and I'm not dead or in a hospital, it'll be amazing, because that's going to be a hell of a lot of lifting. Well, kind of. But I built this this slide. My dad used this slide years ago to make another wall, retaining wall up here, but he was using blocks that we kind of got for free. Anyway, that doesn't matter. But we're repurposing it again. We're going to slide the things down it. And then we're going to take them from that little table, and then we're going to put them down there and do the whole wall building shit. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get in there and start doing it. Whatever. Maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't. I don't know. But, man, earlier today when I was down in Sally's shed just dinking around, cleaning up, doing stuff, you know, I had on some Appalachian hymns. Some really good stuff. Some old Appalachian gospel and stuff. It was pretty daggum cool, man. You couldn't even tell. You know? It was good, man. So, alright, folks. This is a long one, but it ain't gonna be the longest. Someday we'll have something crazy. Alright, now y'all have a good day, good evening. Give a random compliment to somebody, cheer them up. You know, you never know. And don't forget, Jesus loves everyone. Whether you know it or not, whether you feel it or not, he does. Alright, so I will see y'all later. Thank you for being along for the adventure.